Which one of us passed out first?
Oh, we can talk about Frankie Valli this Saturday.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yes!
I said we start the show. I'm tired of waiting on you. It takes forever to get ready for a show.
Right. I've been sitting here for like a half hour.
Holly, what song did we just listen to there? I liked your choice.
It was my choice. It was You're Too... What is it?
Just too good to be true. That one?
No, but what's the name of it? From Frankie Valli.
It's from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
What the heck is the name of it?
I love you, baby.
It's quite alright, I need you, baby.
Oh, what is that? I guess I Love You.
No, what is it? We can't even...
That's also in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, I think. Or one of those.
Can't Take My Eyes Off of
Can't
You
Take
by
My Eyes
Frankie
Off of You.
Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
And guess what?
What is that?
I'm going to see Frankie Valli
Are you serious?
this Saturday at
Where's
the
that?
Dr. Phillips Center.
Yeah, nobody told me.
I think he's still paying off Tommy's debt.
Yeah.
He's still...
Yo, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, he's still paying off his debt.
Wow, Tommy.
Maybe you should have called ahead, hey, Tommy.
Hey, I pee in the sink.
Yeah, Jersey
Boys is a really
Boys
funny movie.
is a great movie. It's so funny. Like, who would have thought, like, that was the beginning of the Four Seasons? Like, they are insane.
You know, so here's the thing about Jersey Boys, the movie, you know, with directed by Clint Eastwood. It's a great movie by itself, but I think if you see the Broadway show,
Yeah.
which I totally think is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life,
I know.
it just doesn't capture the same energy the movie doesn't. But the movie by itself is a good movie. I know
Right.
a lot of people gave it a hard time, and I think it's an invalid argument. I think it's a well-made movie.
I don't know why everybody gave it a hard time. I think it was great. John Lloyd Young, who played Frankie Valli, is amazing.
He's a good Frankie. He
is
might be a better Frankie than Frankie. You know?
He's amazing. I wish he would go on tour.
Yeah, I seen that in Atlanta, and he wasn't there that night.
That would suck. I'd be
Yeah.
so pissed off.
Especially when you pay like $210 for tickets.
I'd be like, I would just leave.
Oh, jeez. That was the hardest ticket I've ever had to get anything to in my life.
Now it was so hot right then.
But I mean, how good are Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons? I mean, it's an amazing band.
It's amazing the songs that you don't know are Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and then you're like, oh my gosh, you know that song, you know all the songs.
Walk like a man,
As
talk
opposed
like a
to what? A woman?
Well, the best lines in Jersey Boy, when they're sitting there talking about the
Walk
song.
like a man. Bob Gordio, gave him their new song to sing. Tommy. I love Tommy. If you were a Four Season, which one would you be?
Oh, man. You know, you want to be Frankie.
You want to be Frankie, but
But, you know, Frankie
you're
just seems like
really
a
a
stick in the mud. Yeah.
but you're really a Tommy.
I'm a Tommy, dude. I'm a pee in the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to no good, gambling problems, drinking problems.
Really?
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm going to run the group into the ground.
I love when he offers Bob Gordio a pair of shoes. It's only the right. And he's like, it's the rights. The lefts come in next week.
People don't appreciate and that guy who plays Tommy. I don't know his name in real life, but he's in a
Yeah, he's in a
HBO
Broadway.
series called Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Broadway.
Close. I think it's their.
Boardwalk Empire, yes. I love him.
He
funny.
killed it in that movie.
And it's so funny because that place, the Rawway Correctional, I would pass that in New Jersey all the time. It was an actual place that they...
The one where they went and jailed the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Is because they look pretty similar to the place where they shot Shawshank Redemption. but I'm
No,
not sure if
that's
in
actually
Jersey.
Rawway Correctional in New Jersey.
All right, so that's not where it is, Shawshank
Oh,
Redemption?
I don't
All right.
know.
Because I know you can go to that jail. It's like a tourist
You
attraction.
can look that up if
Have
you
you ever
want.
seen that movie?
I have.
Shawshank
Yes.
Redemption. It's got
About that
Morgan
doctor?
Freeman. Yep.
Yeah.
He wasn't a doctor. I think he was a banker. And he did the books.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
prison.
yeah.
He dug that hole, had the girls with the posters.
Yeah.
All right, if you was in jail and you had to pick a poster to put on your wall to cover a hole, do you want to pick a girl or a guy to have a poster of?
Can I pick a guy?
You can pick a guy, no problem.
Thanks.
What poster of any guy could you have that cover the hole that
Oh.
you're going to escape in?
Shawn Michaels.
You talking about the wrestler?
The professional
Shawn
wrestler.
Michaels?
HBK. Oh my gosh. He is like, if I had to pick what a perfect man would look like, Shawn Michaels in the 90s was life. He was.
Wow.
Oh, I loved him.
Now, are we allowed to put up the pictures of you in your Shawn Michael denim jacket over this part of the
Yes.
video? Oh, we got permission,
I've
guys.
got when Shawn Michaels first became WWF, because I don't really. It's all crap now, so I'm talking WWF. And when he won the title from Bret Hart at WrestleMania, I got that denim jacket that said World Champion
Yeah.
for $50.
Dude, he had one of the best kicks in wrestling. Maybe the best kick in wrestling
Oh,
history.
he had the
What did he call that move? I
The
forgot.
super kick.
The most appropriate name for the greatest kick in
super
wrestling
kick?
is called the super kick.
Yeah.
Nothing like a super kick to the face.
Yeah. He
So-
is so hot. I kissed him like a bunch of times.
On the cheek, on the
True
lips.
story. Made out with Shawn Michaels.
Wow, dude. Shawn Michaels. Wow, that guy's lucky ducky.
And now I just kissed him. I was like 13 years old at WrestleMania 11. And
So you can not only see him when you're 13, but later on in life, you've seen him also.
I just met him again
That's what I'm
last
referring
year. I met him last year here in Central Florida. He was at Books A Million signing his new book. I don't know what it's called.
Wait till these people see the pictures. It's the best.
Oh, yeah. What is so funny about him? I was crying.
Oh, I know. That's
And
the
I
best
was like,
part.
I was crying. I
You're
was
still
like,
a fangirl.
and I was like, oh my God. And he was like, I still got it. And I was like, Shawn, I met you, years ago at WrestleMania 11. And he's like, what were you, like 3 years old? And I was like, no. I was like 13, but okay.
What were you, like 3?
But he's such a nice guy. I love him. But yeah, I love Shawn Michaels.
So you got to meet. I've never heard a story where you got to meet him at WrestleMania when you were 13. I know the current one, but not the
Well,
first
if you want to
time.
hear that one, I can tell that one.
Heck yeah.
So, WrestleMania 11 was coming to Connecticut, and my dad and my brother and I wanted to go. Main event was Shawn versus Big Daddy Cool Diesel for the title. And I think, what's his name? I don't know. Some boxer was there as well.
Mike Tyson, Evander
Mike-
Holyfield,
No.
Buster Douglas,
No, keep going.
George Foreman.
No.
What year are we talking here?
No, LL Cool J? No.
LL Cool J,
no,
the
what?
rapper?
No, a football player.
Lawrence
LL?
Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, we got it! Yeah, that's magic.
Go LT, go LT, go. Because, that was his song. He was going against somebody. But I don't remember.
That's right. I remember when Lawrence Taylor used to
Yes,
wrestle.
I went.
Wow.
I was at that WrestleMania.
That's like late 90s,
yes,
right? Yeah.
yes. So yeah, and I think Salt and Peppa were
Oh,
there.
you kidding me?
Going go LT, go LT. That's why I was saying LL.
He brought Salt and Pepper out?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So anyway, so we went up to Connecticut for the weekend, and we were staying at the hotel where all the wrestlers stayed at. Like Vince McMahon was in the elevator with us. I met so many of the wrestlers that weekend. Anyway, you got passes to a thing back then called Fan Fest, and you can just go up and meet them. And Shawn was there one day. Like we went like every day. And Shawn was there one day, and you can go up to him and get a picture taken for like $10, $20. And I just kept going back online and met him like 3 times that day. And he's like, have we met before? And like I was like 13
Wow.
years old thinking like, yeah.
Wow, you went through line. Let's talk about this. You went through the line 3 straight times,
Yeah.
which could have cost $60 total.
Oh, yeah, my dad reminds me of it.
Your dad supported that.
He's
Like,
my
yes,
dad.
we keep going through Shawn Michaels' line as many times as you want.
Yes.
You're 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had my father's wonderful. He drove me all over to see wrestling. And
So
stuff.
Shawn Michaels wasn't like your role model, your hero, like he was for 13-year-old boys. But he was like,
What?
you wanted him to be your first BF, your first
Oh,
boyfriend.
yeah, he was my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, actually, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to be thinking me, Gene. Yeah. Ooh, the Macho Man.
So then, after WrestleMania that night, they had the big like after party at our hotel, and like we had met somebody like that worked backstage at WWF, and he was like, at the end of the party, my dad was like, "Hey, can we go in there?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And I got a picture of Lex Luger. He was totally drunk.
Oh, the total package?
And all these guys are passed away now. Yokozuna, I sat on Yokozuna's lap. Nicest guy ever. So yeah, it was fun. And I got mad because then I saw Shawn walk in with like a girlfriend or something, and then I just wanted to
wow.
go. I just wanted to leave.
You got jealous, didn't you?
So mad. I
What were you thinking?
was pissed off. I was like 13-year-old girl that looked like a guy.
I don't think you've ever looked like a dude.
I was such a freaking tomboy. You have no idea.
So can we put pictures of you when you were 13 up right
Sure.
over this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Well, you got to send me those pics because I've never seen them.
All right. They're funny.
I want to see Holly Boy.
I was a total dork. Total dork. Anyway, so yeah, that's my story about when I went to Shawn Michaels the first time.
I think people want to hear more about your pretend relationship.
Oh, I had a cardboard cutout.
Oh, wow.
I think he was my 2000 midnight kiss on New Year's Eve.
So when people were worried about Y2K, you were worried about making out with your Shawn Michaels cutout.
My Shawn Michaels cutout, like, around his mouth was, like, you know, like, because I was kissing him and, like, I had lip gloss on or something, so it was all, like, soiled and, like, greasy because I, like, made out with him all the time.
Man, that's probably the luckiest piece of cardboard in human history.
I think we had Wayne Gretzky, too. My friend kissed Wayne Gretzky, and then I kissed Shawn.
The Great One. That's his nickname. The Great One.
Yep. Yeah. Good times. I'm glad you're laughing at me. I'm glad.
Oh, man, the Shawn Michaels making out with a cardboard cutout is such a funny visualization.
Now I make out my Kylo Ren one.
Oh. You got a Kylo Ren and an Elsa. I think people have seen that on the page. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
You're a matchmaker of those two cardboard cutouts.
Anyway, what poster would you have in your jail cell?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot what we was talking
As we
about.
freaking make fun of my childhood.
It was hilarious how that turned into that whole thing right there.
I could go on and on and on about wrestling. That's something someone doesn't know about me.
Dude,
is
you know how
that,
many...
like-
We got 99.9% male audience.
Okay.
They love wrestling.
Wrestling.
They're probably sitting here loving the fact that you're talking about wrestling.
Can I just say also, Sunny, I loved Sunny. Loved her. I know she's like a hot mess now, but she follows me on Instagram. I thought that was
Ooh.
Tim! How many people hate when Tim does that? Because it irritates me and it has to be said. I cannot stand it.
What sound are you talking about? They might not know exactly what
What
sound.
you just did.
You want me to
Anyway,
give them an example real quick so they know?
No.
I'll go like this. When Holly says something that I like,
it's
I
so
go,
annoying.
ooh.
And literally my skin just crawled out of.
Oh, she
into-
hates it.
Oh,
Oh my God. And what it is, I know it. And I want to stop, but I just can't help it.
anyway,
That's how bad it is.
me and Sunny are BFFs.
You know who my all-time favorite female wrestling / manager was?
Who?
Oh, I'm a purist. Probably one of the hottest women to ever exist.
Who?
Stacy Keibler.
Oh.
Boom!
Eh.
Stacy Keibler could get in through the second rope. She didn't have to go underneath the ropes because she has such long legs. Nice stems. Nice stems.
Okay.
Yeah, so Stacy Keibler's the hottest female wrestler / manager. Who's better?
I loved Sunny. I loved her. I loved
Sonny
her
looked like trailer-
personality.
You know, I mean, I like
She's
the
a
trailer
Jersey
park-
girl.
Oh, no wonder.
Loved her. I loved her.
But she's straight out the trailer in Jersey.
Loved her. I still love her.
You guys are on Instagram together. Let's everybody give Holly an applause for that.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't think I have any celebrities following me on anything. Besides, like, B-movie horror celebrities on Facebook.
I don't know what that classifies as a celebrity.
Well, if you count the Bub, the zombie from 1985, George Romero's Day of the Dead, a movie star, then he's my friend on Facebook. His name is Howard Sherman.
Cool.
If you've never seen his work, he's played the greatest zombie in movie history, Bub,
Cool.
from Day of the
Cool.
Dead, 1985,
Cool.
George Romero.
Cool.
So if you want to know the greatest zombie of all time,
Oh my gosh.
to reiterate the fact, Bub.
So who would you have on your poster?
Oh yeah, this is what we was talking about. Man, you know what? Well, here's my weird dilemma.
Dilemma?
Dilemma.
Dilemma.
Dilemma is, okay, now a couple of years ago, I was moving some of my like really old stuff that I had stored away from my mom's attic when she was moving houses. I found some old school boxes of Alyssa Milano, Tiger Beat, Teen Pop pictures. You know? That's who I had a crush on. You know, I had maybe like 15
You
to
had
20.
Tiger Beat,
Tiger. I would buy Tiger Beat and Teen Bop, whatever it's called at the time.
Teen Bop, Big Bopper,
Name them off. I had them all.
Tiger Beat,
Yep.
Bop, Big Bopper.
And of course, these had mostly 99% of the
Jonathan
pictures
Taylor Thomas.
represent Kirk Cameron. Represent. This is the 80s though, when I was getting them, like late 80s.
Yeah,
So
older
Kirk
than
Cameron, Michael J. Fox was the shiznick back in the day. So anyway, I would buy them, and I would go to school and trade the girls all the guy photos for Melissa Milano, Nicole Eggert. See who else would I get?
Pamela Anderson.
For some reason, I was into Blair from Facts of Life.
Yes, I loved Facts of Life.
Yeah, dude.
I
was
loved
into Blair, bro. I was into Blair.
Yeah.
I was into her. She was beautiful.
Awesome.
She still looks good when she's on Survivor a couple of seasons ago.
Okay, so
You know?
who would you put on your freaking post?
You know, it's like I want to put Alyssa Milano, but I can't put the 13, 14-year-old Alyssa Milano on my freaking jailhouse
she's
wall.
now like I just saw her on a show about breastfeeding
Still
her
hot.
child in public.
Still hot.
Breastfeeding in public.
Yeah, trust me, I watched the video several times.
That is creepy.
Why is that creepy? Alyssa Milano breastfeeding, I don't think it's creepy at all. I think it's very natural. And I wanted to see natural human nature take its
All
place.
right, so it would be Alyssa Milano.
But Alyssa Milano, let's say, my favorite Alyssa Milano era is
What did she even do?
There in the early 90s, she had to do a lot of B horror movies.
Oh, Lord.
But her comeback vehicle, she had Embrace of the Vampire, Poison Ivy 2, which is great. Every Poison Ivy is great. Poison Ivy 1, 2, and 3, Drew Barrymore. Of course, you got Alyssa Milano.
Fascinating.
And who's the girl from My Name's Earl? Jamie Presley. They're the Poison Ivy ladies.
Okay.
Not the one from Batman, but Poison Ivy, the movie.
Speaking of bats.
Batman, I'm back.
Speaking of bats, we
jump into
had
it.
an amazing morning today.
We had a big day today.
Big day today.
You know, we were going to go to Home Depot and get a few things, but then we decided to go to Best Buy. But, you know, the Saturday, we really didn't have that much time.
So what did we do?
We went to Thomas Blasco. What's his Facebook page? Just go ahead and pitch it.
Back Tech Cosplay.
I think we shared it on our page before, right?
I have, yes.
All right, good.
I
Yeah.
got it.
So check out his cosplay. If you guys don't know, now
If you don't know who Thomas Blasco is and you're in the Central Florida area, you've got to check him out. He is just amazing.
But people know who Thomas Blasco is. They just don't associate the name with the most awesome cosplayer in
Right.
probably the state of
Yeah.
Florida.
So, what do you have in the works?
Well, I'm doing a
Timothy.
documentary on Thomas.
Ooh.
That sounds cool. That sounds awesome. I love it.
Do you see how annoying that is?
I love it. I mean, it's a
So you're doing a documentary because, okay,
term of endearment.
love Thomas. He is a dear, dear friend. Love him so much. But you know what? When you first meet him, you're like, that guy is so cool.
Yeah.
I want to know more about him. Like, what's his deal?
He stays in character.
He does.
Yeah, not unless you know Thomas personally
Yeah.
as Cons. You're not going to hear him without the Batman voice.
You're not going to hear him. You're not going to know, like, who's behind that mask. And
The first time I heard Thomas talk in a normal voice was probably the 5th convention I seen him at. It was this past MegaCon fan days.
really?
Yeah, that's the first time I ever had
No,
a
it's
conversation with him. Even when I asked for the guy's information, like, yeah, man, you know, I want to do I forgot how, I think me and Thomas met on Facebook.
You met Thomas through me.
Through you, at where?
I don't know, at a con.
All right.
Oh, no. Carousel Collectibles.
No,
Is that
before
the
then.
You met Thomas before
Yeah.
then?
But anyway.
Anyway.
What is
MegaCon?
I don't know. I remember I, met Thomas before in a Space Ghost. And the Batman was the first thing I seen him in. But we went to his shop and we did a lot of cool things.
Yeah, he's got amazing things in the works. We can't even talk about it. So
I'll tell you what, you walk into his shop and it's so cool, man. There's so many cool things there. I've always admired that particular art, that skill. Because, you know, I read Fangor magazines growing up. You know, I've looked at... I always
Sorry,
watched
I'm, like,
all the
rolling my
makeup.
eyes. Yeah, no, that's fascinating.
Yeah, they
too.
had a VHS. Well, I'm going to tell you how I got into it. That way I could make Thomas's documentary great. Let me talk every once in a while, please.
You do all the time. You watched what?
I want to give the quick 2 minute, not even 2 minutes. Let's do 30-second synopsis. Growing up as a kid, Fangoria magazine. I knew all the classic guys. Rick
Fangoria?
Baker, Fangoria. It's a horror magazine. It was awesome. Had all the makeup artists in it. Blah blah blah. We all know that. But anyway, so I've been into it, and I watched Face Off. I love Face Off.
It's a
Yeah.
good show.
So, Thomas was. I struck up a conversation with him. He told me all this. Oh, I make this myself. I do this myself. I was like, all right, cool. Then I started seeing his stuff on his Facebook page. He did Winchester Cornelius Copperpot. Is that his name?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Wait, I don't think it's Winchester.
No, there's a Winchester,
I'll
Copenhagen
message him
Copperpot.
right now.
All right, get him right now. Say, what's the name? But anyway,
What?
this guy's like I don't want to say steampunk,
Yeah.
because I think it's
It
a few
is,
levels
no,
up from
it-
steampunk.
It's steampunk.
No, it's...
But he doesn't use steam for his wings. It's it's an electricity.
It's like Rocketeer style. The movie
It's
Rocketeer.
steampunk.
No, it doesn't run on steam. It runs on electricity.
I know it doesn't.
And I'm posting that part of that video where he explains how it works on his Facebook page. He explains how it
Thomas,
is.
I love you. You said that.
Oh, wait till you got to see how his. No,
I love
don't
him.
save it for
All right,
him.
all right.
Because it's an instant classic. We're going to put it on our Facebook page.
Thomas, we love you.
Yeah, Thomas explains how to take off.
In flight.
Yeah, what's the name of the suit? We got the name of the suit yet? Because I don't want to.
I just messaged him. Simmer down.
Yeah, so it's like from
Finish
the
your story.
Rocketeer. Like
It's
Rocketeer
a
meets the Wright
steampunk.
brothers. No, I don't think it's steampunk.
It's. All right, I'm gonna ask him too.
I ask him that. We'll confirm it. I love how you can know when people are texting back. I think he's going to hit you up.
Yeah. All right, keep talking about
All
your
right.
Fangore magazine.
All right, so I grew up a makeup fan. I like makeup
We
artists.
got it.
I've seen
I
every
think we
season of
got
Face
it.
Off, all right?
You liked Fangore
Yeah.
magazine. You had a
Fangoria.
You had a subscription
Yeah.
to Fangore.
Tom Savini, yo. All right, so
We
anyway,
get it.
I'm interested in that stuff, so I'm going to do the documentary. Her face right now, your face right now, it's killing me. Stop it. So anyway, we the other day did a documentary of this guy.
Full name is Professor Cornwall Cornelius Copperpot, and yes, he is steampunk.
But it says, ask him if the suit runs on electricity.
I know it doesn't. It does.
Yeah.
It doesn't run on steam.
Yeah, it runs on electricity. He's the Rocketeer.
All right.
He's Rocketeer. So it's Professor Cornwall Cornelius Copperpot.
You said Winchester.
Professor 3C is what you could call
All
him.
right, come on. You liked Fangore magazine. You got interested in blood and guts, and you wanted to do a thing on Thomas.
Exactly.
What else?
That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I was going for. But anyway, so we're doing this documentary. It's going to be cool. We're going to get insight on how it takes to make some of these great Batman costumes. We're going to give you the inside information nobody's willing to give you. It's going to be like educational and entertaining. Because Thomas is a character himself. We'll pause while Holly texts.
I'm-
Pay attention to the conversation.
What did you say? You know, I
I said I love Fangoria magazine.
Fangore magazine. Alyssa Milano and Fangore magazine.
That's all I looked at all day.
Yeah, no, it's not a Rocketeer.
All right.
Thank you, Thomas.
It's a steampunk.
Okay. Now, okay, so anyway, look out for that because, yeah, I saw some footage
I don't think
of
we
it.
did our documentary justice.
Well, no, and that's why I'm being serious. Is
All right.
because Tim has done an amazing job. Some fantastic shots of Thomas doing his thing, and Thomas is working on a new secret project.
Oh, that's right. And that's what the video is about, basically, the documentary.
Yeah.
It's his secret project, which will be premiering at this year's MegaCon Fan Days. I think that's been moved to May. No, just MegaCon.
It's just mega.
The biggest convention in Florida, FYI.
Yep.
It's the closest thing to San Diego Comic-Con we got in this state, which is awesome.
And Thomas is going to reveal this
Yeah.
new piece, and it's going to be amazing. We've gotten to see like sneak peeks, and well, we've seen.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Man, this is going to be incredible.
yeah.
I think people are going to flip when they see this.
Yeah.
Like, they go crazy over this Batman, just his regular
Yeah,
Batman.
no.
Oh, man.
They got no idea what's coming. I want to be walking next to Thomas when he walks in.
like slow motion 80s style.
Yeah,
Just like straight up opening the door,
Like,
slide
what
open.
up? What up?
Some wind going in your hair.
I'll be Harley Quinn.
Oh, Harley Quinn is made in the is coming back. Also, I thought Harley Quinn was done, yo. Harley Quinn is back.
Winchester Copperpot takes place in the late 1890s. So get it right, Tim.
Well, it's like Back to the Future, the Western one meets Rocketeer.
So yeah, it's really going to be a pretty cool documentary. I really think that you guys should get some kind of panel room and do that. So
Well,
if
I'm going to
anybody
premiere it
knows,
before MegaCon.
well, no, I feel like it should be also then there, and then Thomas comes out because it's really going to be that awesome.
I think I'm going to be following Thomas around with a camera the whole day.
Yes.
All right, so ooh is annoyed, but
Yes.
that's not annoyed.
Yes.
Nothing annoys me about my co-host.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You said you were going to tell me what annoys me.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to follow
so
you
I
guys
think you
around.
wanna-
I'm going to follow you following Thomas around.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Follow you following Thomas around.
Hey, I can get my nephew to follow me, follow Thomas, you follow me, him follow you. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
We'll have a camera train going.
Trying.
Choo choo.
Now, I have a question for you.
Yo.
Is Convention Charlie coming back to MegaCon?
No, Convention Charlie's days, unfortunately.
You think they're done?
Yeah, I think they're done.
We got to talk about that one
Yeah.
time. I mean, there's a big elephant sitting here next to us right now. What is that elephant saying?
The Alpha say, don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go as Convention Charlie. Just go as-
R.I.P. Convention Charlie.
Yeah. Go as documentary filmmaker MC Nutt
Yes.
and co-producer Holly, cosplay queen Harley Quinn.
Deck the halls.
With bows of...
Blank.
Does Loretta Lynn sing Deck the Halls, A Christmas Carol? Does anybody know?
So.
But are we going to talk about your morbid
Oh,
subject?
yes. Well, let's. Okay. Yeah.
Holly wants to take it down a few notches, guys.
It's not. You know what?
This should be a Halloween special.
This is just fascinating to me. Like, you know, I'm a huge Disney fan. Like, my dog's named Disney, you know? Like, I love Disney, everything about it. But I'm just... am I alone in this? If that wasn't... we always have to check to see if it's recording like a half hour in.
Yeah.
It's a good plan. Am I the only one...
I will look up
I will look up...
now.
I will look up Disney, like weird things that have happened to in Disney and Disney deaths on property.
Wow, so this is about people dying at Disney World. And
Well, you know what? No one officially ever dies on Disney property. They are officially pronounced dead off property. So anyway, I've looked up YouTube videos. Like, these stories just are fascinating and creepy at the same time. So can you insert some creepy music right? No, not with your mouth, but after an editing. Okay, so Tim, stop. This is be
What?
good
You want
segment.
music?
I want it after.
Okay. Oh, post.
Yeah.
Just say, Tim, can I get some music and post,
I just
please?
said that.
He said, no, Tim, insert some creepy music right here.
So anyway, the first death ever was at Disneyland in 1964. 15-year-old boy was injured and died 3 days later after he stood up on the Matterhorn bobsled and fell out of the car.
Whoa.
It was later found out that his belt buckle wasn't on.
You know what? Hey, idiots deserve to die.
Oh my gosh, this one though.
Uh-oh.
Okay, like these are rides that like people like you, other than you know, people go to Disney World a lot. So the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, March 10th, 1998, a 5-year-old little boy was seriously injured on the railroad when his foot became wedged between the passenger car and the running board, and all the toes on his left foot required amputation. Creepy.
Poor kid.
Creepy.
I should go find that kid and do a documentary on that. 1998.
Oh, this one is very interesting. Okay, so 1966, grad night. World has those grad nights where a bunch of young kids are in the
Oh,
park.
yeah, that's trouble.
So a 19-year-old boy decided he was going to try to sneak into the park by climbing on top of the monorail track. And I guess some workers had seen him up there and was trying to like yell at him because a monorail car was coming.
Good job, buddy.
And then he thinks that they're going to yell at him, and you know, it killed the kid.
So he's on the monorail, like Stand By Me style.
No, he's on the monorail track, walking on the tracks, trying to walk into Disney, and they're like, no, 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 and then he, the monorail hit him.
Couldn't outrun it.
No,
He probably lost his comb and he's trying to get it,
no.
and that's how he got hit by the monorail.
And then Tomorrowland, if you've ever been on the People Mover, have you ever been on the People Mover?
That sounds horrible.
Why?
People mover?
Yeah.
Why do they call it that? Sounds very industrial.
Well, very ahead of its time.
People Mover.
It's in Tomorrowland. It's the transportation of today.
Yeah, but this is built like in the 50s.
Tomorrowland is so ahead of its time. So basically, you're just in these like little cars and you're just moving around. And I love it because when they go like by like a certain place, they're like, paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Your party from Saturn has arrived. Please give them a ring. Anyway, in 1967, a young boy was killed while jumping in between cars because that would be the thing that they would do is, you know, you're in two cars and then you would just, because it moves so slow, you're like, how could somebody die on that? But you would try to race around into the other car and then they got crushed underneath. Same thing. 13 years later, an 18-year-old man was crushed again after he fell in between the moving cars. And then some cast members have died. Have you heard about that in the news?
Like recently?
Well, in the 2000s.
How'd they die?
Well, 2009, there was a cast member who was doing the role as a pirate in Captain Jack's
fun.
Pirate Crypt.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there was a big puddle in the stage, a puddle of water,
Oh,
and he slipped and fell, hit his head, and then days later died due to
no.
complications from an
Brain swelling.
injury.
Yeah, it sucks.
There was, now this one was pretty big in the news here. You may have heard about it. One of the employees who was dressed up as Pluto got crushed during
What?
the parade. You didn't hear about that?
No, poor guy. He was just dressed up as Pluto and got crushed?
Yeah.
I've never heard about this.
Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah, but the parade was about to come out on Main Street where the fire station is, and this guy, Javier Cruz, he was crushed and killed by a parade float. Cruz was dressed as Pluto as the parade was preparing to go to Frontierland, and his foot got caught under the Beauty and the Beast float, and he got crushed underneath the float.
Stop. No, people's got to have their parade.
And then one of the most fascinating stories to me. Okay. So, my favorite attraction at Disney is Carousel of Progress. Do you know what that is?
Nope, never been.
Oh my gosh.
I've been
Anyway.
to Disney since '86, y'all.
Okay, well, Carousel of Progress was debuted at the World's Fair
Yeah.
back in whenever. And anyway, so basically it's a stage show, okay? Here's the stage as a circle. I love all these pens work.
Here you go, Sharpie.
And it's a circle, okay?
Yep.
And then you're in this, you know, there's different scenes going on.
Real quick, we're drawing this on paper for you people at home to see.
I'm showing
Yeah.
you because everybody else knows what Carousel of Progress is.
Oh, okay, so you're showing me. Okay, so carousel going around.
So this is the stage. It's a circular
Yeah.
stage, and it's got scenes, and the audience goes around the stage. The stage doesn't move. The audience goes around
Yeah.
the stage, and basically the Carousel of Progress follows a family through the turn of the century into the future. Okay? So before it was the Carousel, well, it had a few changes through the years, but it used to, at one time it was called America Sings, and it was like the same exact theater. It had a little show, and then the audience would move around the stage.
Yeah.
So, this is just fascinating to me. I love
Uh-oh.
this story.
Juicy.
This is so fascinating. On July 8th, 1974. This is a true story. 18-year-old Disneyland employee Deborah Stone was crushed to death in between the revolving wall. During the show, the incident may have been due to inadequate treatment. Inaccurate training.
So she had inadequate training, is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
You have laughed yourself out of your own chair.
And
Come
as
on.
the ride had only been open for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks into it? Oh, that's a bummer. Inadequate training.
Yeah.
Cost her life. That's why you go through all these. Was this before the days of training safety videos?
I guess so.
Because by looking at her picture, that's at least mid-70s.
1974, I said.
Oh, I got it.
But it's just fascinating because there is a video on YouTube that somebody has
Of her death.
of her screaming in between.
That's a fake video, guys. There's no way they had that technology back in 1974. Like a shoot video like that, especially zooming in and out. They were too zooming in and out, I promise you.
So, all right. Well, I just thought it was a fun little thing to talk. Not what's not fun.
Laughing about people dying again. It's a common trait on this show.
Oh my gosh.
I think we laughed about somebody's death for 4 straight episodes.
I just find it fascinating. The darker side of Disney. It's fascinating.
Dark side of Disney.
Just because, like, basically, like, I think there was like an SNL sketch where it's like the show. I don't know if it's SNL or Mad TV. Probably Mad TV. I know you're very interested in this conversation. Where they would like have somebody like die in like the middle of a parade or something, and like just mop it up and keep on going. Like, it's just quite fascinating to me. So yeah. And
Well, the way you explain the Pluto thing, that's what it kind of sounds like.
that's probably what
Also, when he got
happened.
ran over, he was still laying out there. And so what did he stop the whole parade for the whole park?
Yeah.
I don't think Disney's going to do that. I think they just had people rush out there, pick
Well, do
him
you
up.
remember when Tigger was on trial for like touching a woman?
No.
Where have you been? Do you live in Central Florida?
Yes. But I see rides get stuck all the time.
No, this was in the news. They had Tigger, who this was like a big thing. I forget what year it was, maybe 2004-ish. And basically, I guess he was feeling up on some girl, but like he's got like these big Tigger hands on. So anyway, it went to trial, and Disney was like, you can't use that Tigger suit. Like kids are gonna see Tigger like in handcuffs. Like, so they had like this black and white version of Tigger for the courtroom, like with no ears on or anything.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I didn't know they changed the whole costume or anything. So they actually had Tigger in cuffs at the park?
I don't know. Oh my god. I said for the trial because like they wanted to see how the costume was like
Yeah.
really big and
Oh,
bulky,
gotcha.
and like they didn't want to have like the actual costume on TV at the trial.
Wow, Disney's got some pull then.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some pull right there. That's kind of scary though.
Yeah.
They should have the real costume in there, but they put a prop costume in. I don't think that's cool at all.
It was the costume, but
Yeah.
just in black and white with the ears off.
Yeah, I think that's Disney's got some pull with that.
Um,
If I was a judge, I would have ordered the actual costume he had on. Like, no, Disney, you can't pay me off. I refuse to be bought by
do you think
corporate
that
entities.
Disney is frozen underneath the castle? Walt Disney.
That would be cool, I think. That would be awesome.
You don't know. That's a theory people say.
Like, what was the baseball player that had his brain, like, frozen for when it's going, because they think in later years they'll be able to put it in cyborgs?
I don't know.
Ted Williams, I think. Somebody has their brain frozen to be
Your
used
brain
later.
is frozen.
What? Oh
So you
my
can
god.
end the eerie music now.
Verbally abuse on the show. Are we going to talk about our Valentine's Day special coming up in 2 weeks?
What's our Valentine's Day special?
Oh, we got a lot of good stuff. First off, straight out the bat, our Valentine's Day special is going to come out, I think, on the 13th, because we want you to watch it and then be able to have conversate with your boyfriend and girlfriend about all the good things you heard on our show and all the good ideas we have. Okay. So February 13th, We're going to go to the Deadpool movie and review it.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So we're going to see Deadpool. We're going to do an official movie review. Holly and Tim are going to go out on the town. They might have some people with them. Who knows? We'll get the whole story. And we're going to do a movie review, and then we're going to talk about Deadpool. Having a feeling it's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have, like a Valentine's Day thing. Maybe we think of some more ideas, but, here's our thing.
That's our big Valentine's special. You said we're going to talk about couples in comics.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to. Let's go most romantic couple in comic book history.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Who is the 13-year-old Holly Lynn and Shawn Michaels cardboard cutout of the comic book world?
Okay, can y'all just on my page that he calls me Harley Lynn all the time? Really?
Harley Lynn.
Harley Lynn. My name is Holly Lynn.
It should be Harley Lynn or Holly Quinn. It should be one of those.
That's my name. That's my real name.
Please, guys, let's have a vote on this. Let's do a viewer poll. All right?
Oh, we need viewer questions.
Oh, yeah, we got to get to that. But okay, I'm just going to push that's our Valentine's Day special. So,
We're
comic
talk
book
about
romantic
couples
couples.
and all that, yeah.
Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Rogue, Gambit.
Mr. J and Harley Quinn.
And Puddin'.
Puddin'.
Batman and Catwoman might be a good one.
What about Batman and Vicky Vale?
Ooh, there's a lot of Batmans.
What up, Batman?
Batman, Vicky Vale, Batman.
I think, you know what? I think he's got a crush on Harley.
I think so, too. He likes the crazy girls. You always fall in love with the hot, crazy girl
You know what
people.
they say about the crazy ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be fun to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a lot of good trailers at the Deadpool premiere that we're going to get to see, be treated to. So, yeah, we're going to get there early. We might have some people with us, might not. I don't know what's going on. You might bring a crew. I don't know. You might have people you want to bring. I might have people I want to bring. For a fifth time?
Fourth.
All right. We should let's go see Star Wars for a fourth time movie review.
Okay.
Because it'll be my fourth time, too.
Okay.
All right. We'll do that. Might do that all in one day. Who knows?
Let's get crazy.
See what kind of time you have that day. I don't know. Might be a rain day for me. So we're going to do viewer questions.
Well, we're going to rename the segment.
Oh, yeah. We're going to rename the segment to Mike's Questions.
Mike's Question!
We're 3 episodes in, and Mike's our only fan, which we really appreciate.
We love Mike.
I want to make sure I pronounce his last name right. Mike Kales.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Mike, if you want to phonetically spell that to us, if we mispronounced it, but Mike Kales is the man. I hope you don't mind us using his last name. Check out his Facebook page, which is what? Something about dead media. I always mess it up.
I'll look it up. Get to the question.
Okay. But anyway, it went away from the questions on my phone.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We had it all. We had all the questions right here, guys. Sorry, we're idiots. No, I got it. I got to scroll down.
Tim,
all right.
Do you know how to work that phone?
Hey, we are recording episode 4 tonight. Comment to join in on the discussion. XOXO.
Yeah, if you ever see an XOXO, that's me.
I'm going to start doing it. So people think it's you. Which one is the questions under?
Oh my gosh. It's Mike.
Oh, I got it.
We're so stupid.
Okay. Well, it's better than calling you.
I have it right here.
Train.
Questions for the next show. Elsa, Harley Quinn, and Pee Wee Herman are hanging off of a cliff.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Who do you save and why?
All right. So here's the situation. We got Harley Quinn, Pee Wee Herman, and Elsa hanging off a cliff. Mm-hmm. And you can only save one.
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, what do you think? You go ahead and... Why would you or would not save Elsa?
I don't think Elsa needs saving.
Yeah. Why is that?
She could take care of herself.
All right. Very independent woman.
Harley probably needs saving. Pee-wee, he can take care of himself.
How's that?
Remember on Pee-wee's Big Adventure when him and,
Large Marge?
No. What's his name? What's the guy's... the guy's name that is the guy... the guy's name...
What guy's name?
The guy that he's driving around with, the convict.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
He's like, They drive off the cliff, and he's like, "Wake up!" And then like the hood,
Yeah,
of
the hood
car,
parachutes down. That's
them
right.
down.
Pee-wee would take care
So
of
like
that.
that's what I picture happening if Pee Wee were to fall off a cliff.
I'm a loner. I'm a rebel, Pee-wee.
Rebel Dottie. Yeah. So Harley Quinn.
So you think Pee Wee Herman would have something up his sleeve, like a
Yeah.
glider umbrella or something cool like
Yeah.
that? All right. Well, I think Elsa would make a. I believe the exact same way you do. I totally agree on all fronts. Save Harley Quinn because
She, needs it.
she might not be as hot as Elsa, but she's kind of like that trailer park hot, which is kind of good too. Margot Robbie. So yeah, save Harley Quinn.
You save Harley Quinn. All right. Do you have the other question?
Let's do the other question. I'm excited about this. Mike's Questions is our segment here.
Mike's question.
And if we ever get another question, it's always going to be Mike's
It's
Questions.
it's done. We renamed it.
Yeah. But we'll say this is this is a question from somebody other than Mike. Mike will always get his questions on air. from
What
here on out.
superhero movie was the worst?
Oh, this is a good
And
question.
how would you recast and fix it?
There's so many crapolas.
This is for you. You answer this.
All right. Superhero movies based on comic book superheroes.
Ow.
Green Lantern's in that list. Daredevil, Elektra, Catwoman. And I'm not going to count the later Batmans, that sprung off the Tim Burton 1988
Yeah.
classic, but there's
You're
some
not.
shitbags in that, yeah. Okay.
I love Mr. Freeze's line.
Mr. Freeze.
Don't get cold.
What's some more of his things? Mr. Freeze. That's the best part about it, is listen to Arnold talk.
I know.
But Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy?
Nah.
No, I'm a big fan of Uma Thurman. How'd you like Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl?
I loved her. I thought she looked adorable.
she's great.
I thought so.
Now, I don't know about the dude as Robin, though. You kind of Chris O'Donnell. I mean, I like the
like
guy.
him.
You think so? I don't know. Who's your favorite Batman of all those dudes?
Well, without saying Ben Affleck.
Okay, I mean, I don't think you really judge how Ben Affleck is,
Yeah,
but
I
have
can't
a
really
feeling.
judge him.
Yeah,
But
but you like what you see so far.
I like what I say. Christian Bale.
All right.
Like-
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I like Michael. When I picture Batman and Bruce Wayne, I picture more of like Ben Affleck, Christian Bale type.
All right.
Michael Keaton's like a little goofy.
My favorite Batman is, I'm going to go outside the box, and I think he should have got a fair shake. That's George Clooney.
That's
I don't think
true.
he got a fair, and Val Kilmer. You don't like Val Kilmer as Batman?
No.
I think he just had a shitty story. He was right after Michael Keaton, right? It was Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney.
I think it was George Clooney, Val Kilmer.
You might be right. You know who made a good Batman back in the 90s?
Who?
Billy Zane, the bad guy in Titanic.
No!
Dude, he would be the best Bruce Wayne ever. Billy Zane in the
I
90s. They
think
messed
Ben
up.
Affleck, that is Bruce Wayne, in my opinion.
Billy Zane did not get a fair shake as to play Batman. I wish I could go back in time to the 1990s.
Look at
I'm Ben Affleck. Some people say I look like Ben Affleck with Down syndrome.
you are so stupid.
Is that true or false?
You're stupid.
All right, so Mike's question was, I got Green Lantern, I got Elektra, I got Catwoman, and I got Daredevil.
Daredevil. We've seen some great cosplay
right.
Daredevil.
Oh, man. My favorite one was at Orlando Toy Comic Con last year. I don't know who that Daredevil was, but remember he forgot to put on his mask
And now I
during
was,
the costume contest?
no, I was in the costume contest, so I don't know.
And I'm telling you what, Holly Lynn's probably one of the greatest Elsas in the history of Elsas.
No,
Purred.
no,
Purred.
no.
All right, so here's my choices. What's your choices, by the way? I'm
I
writing down
told
mine.
you answer this.
All right. I got Green Lantern, Elektra, Catwoman, Daredevil. Okay, I'm taking Daredevil off the list because it's solid in some points. I like, what's his name? Colin Farrell. He does a great Bullseye. And I like the guy who recently passed away, the guy from Green Mile, Michael something, the big
black guy?
Yeah. I liked him as Kingpin. But I really wasn't a big fan of Ben Affleck as Daredevil, and I think that's a lot of people's problem with this new Batman is that it's Ben Affleck because he was a crapola Daredevil.
So good as
Crapola.
Batman.
But there's some parts about Daredevil I absolutely like. Now, Elektra is basically Jennifer Gardner got a raw deal. It's basically a B movie that they're trying to call a Marvel movie. Elektra is a Showtime B movie at best without nudity. You better have some nudity in a B movie, or else nobody's gonna like it. I'm
Really?
serious, yeah. So Elektra and Catwoman is such a dog pile of feces. Halle Berry, you had a chance that Halle Berry should have been the greatest Catwoman of all
No.
time. She was done an injustice in that movie. I don't think she was
Who was
directed
the best
very well.
Catwoman of all time?
Of course, one of the most beautiful women of all time, Michelle freaking Pfeiffer, yo.
Yes, like that's Catwoman, not Halle Berry.
I'm sorry. The best strung out drug addict look in the history of strung out drug addict looks is Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface. She is sewn bone skinny in that movie, but beautiful. She's got good face structure. I think that's how you say that, right? She's asymmetrical.
Really?
Yeah. So Michelle Pfeiffer's the greatest Catwoman. Sorry. Who do you think's the greatest Catwoman?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Boom. Let's pound it. Air pound. I'll take it. So, Green Lantern, he's my favorite superhero of all time. I love the Green Lantern.
What?
Yeah.
What? I've never once heard you talk about Green Lantern.
He's the movie killed it for me. I used to have a big poster, like life-size poster of Green Lantern, Hal Jordan.
Did you make out with it?
It's like one of the first, I think it's actually the first comic I ever read was the Green Lantern. That's why I loved it, you know? Mm-hmm. My cousin gave me like a 7 or 8 issue run. So I got into it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say Green Lantern's the worst, and I can't wait for a new Green Lantern movie to come out. So it's between Elektra and Catwoman. I'm going to say Elektra is the worst comic book movie made in our era, like 90s and up. Elektra is the shitbag of comic book movies. We can cuss on this radio station.
We
Yes, we
said
can.
we
This
weren't gonna
podcast.
Cuss.
Well, you know, that's how horrible this movie is. It makes me cuss. Elektra is so horrible, it will make you cuss. All God-fearing people, all respectable, polite people, this movie's so horrible, it will make you cuss. That's how much I hate it. So is this the show?
This is the
Do you have any parting words?
I'm excited to see Frankie Valley this Saturday.
Yay! I guess
I
I'm
think we
working all
should
weekend.
go out. Sharing.
You were singing Sherry to Big Girls Don't Cry.
No, I wasn't.
Big girls
They sound very
don't
similar
cry.
when they start.
Sherry. What's Donna? I like Donna a lot.
Don't go away, oh, don't go away.
That's awesome. What's the one about living in the city?
I'll be a big man in town.
Do it. Sing it.
Honest honey, I'll be a big man in town.
Okay.
Okay.
What's our favorite Frankie Valli song? Maybe one of the top 10 songs ever made in the history of mankind. We sung it earlier.
Can't take my eyes off of you.
All right, we're ending the show right there, guys. Give us Holly's gonna lead you out.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Pardon the way that I stare.